Hi guys, it's me, your girl Queen VEM. It's been so long since I've done a video, but I was like, let me get up on here. I am such an advocate for health. I was like, I have to make time to do a couple of videos on a serious note. And thank you for tuning into your girl Queen VEM. The few people that I do have watching my video. Um, because it's important. Like, health is always important to me, but today I'm going to discuss, I might do a couple videos, but for now, this moment, I want to discuss keto. Your girl went keto for a few months, um, and there was reasons behind it. So first of all, I was feeling anxious. I would go on the train sometimes and get a little anxiety. I would be walking down the block, just crossing the street, and feel like, oh, something's gonna hit me. And meanwhile, I had the light. Well, if you know what I mean, like I'm crossing the street in New York City. When I mean I had the light, meaning I could cross. I don't know why I felt anxious. Um, at any rate, basically, I was like, it was getting worse. So I go to my doctor and she's like, "Oh, you're about to be at that age that you're crossing over into pre perimenopause." And I was like, "What?" Like that doesn't make sense to me. But she goes, "When do you feel the anxiety? Is it around your period?" And I was like, oddly enough, it is around my period, like right before. So she basically told me take an anxiety pill. Here's a pill. Whenever you feel it, just take this pill. And I did. And I would only need it like twice a month maybe. But then I was like, I don't want to live off pills. I don't want to, where if this gets worse as I get older, let's say I'm like 49 and suddenly my hormones are way out of whack because I'm about to go through menopause for real. And now I need this pill every day. So I was like, there has to be a better way. So I saw a nutritionist who was like, why don't we cut the carbs out? Like, lower your carbs drastically, refined carbs, especially the bread, the pasta, the rice. It's no good. Nowadays, they have changed the food so much. She told me that probably from the time you were a little girl till now, um, your body is not even really used to the food anymore. So I was like, okay, fine. Or it's like an inflammatory reaction coming to the food from the bread, the pasta. So I changed my diet, went keto, low carb. Most days I was eating less than 20 grams of carbs, 23, 25. I would some days go up to 30, some days go even up to 50 grams of carbs. I don't have many subscribers and I'm not a big YouTuber, but if you want to see the before and after pictures, I'll be glad to, I guess, try to post it. As you can see, I have, my face is a little slimmer. So if you can see that, um, then that's pretty much an indication. You can see I lost some weight. Um, but it kind of stops. It also kind of plateaus if you're just doing keto. So you might want to do intermittent fasting, which I found is a great benefit. It also helps lower your A1C level. My A1C level, what made me also want to do keto was 5.6, which is pre-diabetic. Before pre-diabetic, it's not pre-diabetic, is 5.7. So I was like a tenth of a point away from being pre-diabetic. So when I did the at-home one from Walgreens, it said I was at 4.6. So I posted a picture on my Instagram. I was like one whole point down, and I was happy. I'm telling you, I was ecstatic with the um the results of the keto. Now, for the downside, there was two downsides because I don't want to make it seem like everything is all hunky dory with any diet. The downside of keto is, um, I got leg cramps. I had a small keto flu, but not that much. I got leg cramps. I had to drink pickle juice. I had to drink electrolytes, and even with the electrolytes, um, I still got the leg cramps. So my husband would even tell me, go in the bathroom, run warm water on your legs, and that's what I would do. But I lost weight, my health was better, I had less brain fogs, the anxiety went away basically. The only thing I can say is the leg cramps that I did not care for is the leg cramps. Oh wait, there was another thing. So I started eating a lot of cheese, especially when I craved bread. I wouldn't crave bread too much because the only bread I had been eating in the past couple years was Ezekiel bread. So there was no way for me to replicate that taste because I think it's made out of like lentils and stuff. So I basically would make this bread with cream cheese and almond flour. And I did notice the more cheese I ate, the more I had these little flare ups. Now, I don't mean like acne. It was like a light rashy looking look on my chin area, like right here. And it was like I knew it was like an inflammation sign or like a sign of inflammation. And it would always be when I ate too much cheese. So I was like, yeah, I need to slow down on this cheese. So more recently, I still do low carb, but I don't eat cheese. I don't eat much dairy at all anymore. Um, but I was making like the bagels with cheese. I was making sugar-free ice cream with Truvia and vanilla beans and just organic cream, heavy whipping cream. I was even making strawberry ice cream for my daughter, which she loved, and we make the organic food coloring. Um, so we enjoyed that, even the organic cheese. I mean, the not organic cheesecake, the sugar-free cheesecake I made with some strawberries. Oh yeah, I made it for Thanksgiving, and everybody loved it. They were surprised. The crust was almond flour, and everyone, the family was like, "Oh, we got to try this sugar-free cheesecake, strawberry." Like they were like, "What is this gonna taste like?" Meanwhile, they were all like, "Oh, it's actually good. Oh, this is the bomb." Yeah, see. But anyway, that was the downside, all the dairy, because dairy also might cause some inflammatory issues. The best keto diet to go on, or low carb, if you want to do low carb, not really keto, is mostly vegetables and your protein. So one thing I hated before I started keto was Brussels sprouts. I could not stand Brussels sprouts. I don't know why I did not like Brussels sprouts. But I put my own finesse on it. I seasoned it with like turmeric, allspice, cumin, and you know, just like some lemon peel, like lemon zest. Ooh, my daughter was even like, "Ooh, ma, this Brussels sprouts is good," and she doesn't like Brussels. You know, kids don't eat Brussels sprouts, so that's the good thing. The keto got me into eating more vegetables. Like I always ate vegetables, but it was like, okay, let me try more cauliflower. Even cauliflower mash, I would mash it like mashed potatoes, throw some teriyaki salmon. So just a few tips. There is a sugar-free barbecue sauce that you can get. Sugar-free teriyaki sauce, no sugar added. I don't remember the guy's name, but it is an African American. I guess he's African American. It's not Stubbs. Um, that barbecue brand I do know. I'm thinking it's G Hugh barbecue sauce, if I'm not mistaken. But in New York, I could not find the sauce. I had to literally, when I go to Walmart, like out of state, if I went to North Carolina, if anywhere out of state, if I would go to Florida, I would see the bottles and I would get like two and three, four bottles of the barbecue sauce and make it with chicken. The teriyaki sauce as well. I would get two or three bottles. Whatever the sauce, I'm pretty sure it's G Hughes. And on Amazon, those people are making a killing. They're selling like three bottles for $20, when in Walmart the bottles are like $2 a piece. Okay, so they're making like a $14 profit for $3. So if they're selling it $6 and they're trying to sell it to you for 19.99 plus shipping and handling, they're making a killing. But that's a big tip. Try to eat sauces with no sugar, and um, it's for your health, it's for your kids' health, and I think it's important that people start realizing that all the things people tell you, the bottom of the food pyramid with all those grains, is really not that good for you. Because I was do vegan, which I don't want to get too much into that because maybe I'll do a separate video on that, for 6 weeks in like every 6 months, I would do vegan. So I would be vegan for like about 3 times a year, or maybe less than 6 months. Like maybe every 4 months, I would do it because it was like seemed like it'd be quarterly. And I didn't lose any weight. My insulin was is what I told you, 5.6. I did eat sweets occasionally, but when I would do the vegan, I wouldn't eat sweets. But I didn't lose weight because one of my favorite things to eat as a vegan was black eyed peas with brown rice. And the gluten, for some reason, people cannot digest it. It has not ever been made for people to digest. It's just a bond that keeps food together. So it's not digestible by anyone, whether you have celiac disease or whether you don't have celiac disease. Gluten is not digestible. All right, I didn't want to go off on some other subject, but I noticed as a vegan that I did not lose a lot of weight. And vegan doesn't necessarily mean high carb, but if you are a person like me, you work a lot, you're always up, um, you can't say, I'm going to eat a salad for dinner and then I'll be good for the rest of the night. Because you're going to be hungry like 3 hours later unless you made a healthy, meaty salad at home, because it's hard to get a salad like with quinoa or couscous or some type of grain that will keep you full, like with an avocado, um, cucumbers. You have to add a lot to this salad to keep you full or satiated, if that's the correct word. I might not be using the correct word, but to keep you satisfied, you have to be, um, you know, your salad has to be perfect as a vegan. And I don't want to go off on a tangent, but me and a doctor, because I work in a hospital, we were discussing the people that live the longest. He's actually a vegan, and he acknowledged that vegans don't, they are missing minerals, just like a person doing keto might be missing a few minerals. The people who live the longest and have the healthiest diets, he said, even in third world countries, are people that eat more vegetables, like they're like pescatarians, but they eat fish. Because fish has the most, whatever comes from the sea, I'm not going to say just fish, has the more minerals and nutrients because they've soaked up um, the minerals and nutrients from the sea, which is very healthy for humans. For whatever reason, all the minerals and nutrients that we have, like 98%, can come from the sea. And we were talking, he said people in third world countries season their food with like crayfish and grounded up shrimp, which my husband uses the crayfish. We use it all the time to season. I put it on about just about everything, even the vegetables. And the nutrients and minerals from the sea, it keeps your thyroid in support. And your thyroid controls a lot of things. I mean, I'm in the health field, but I'm not going to explain everything about the thyroid at this moment. But if your thyroid is not healthy, you are not healthy. It controls your heart rate, it controls your metabolism, it controls your fertility, it controls your blood pressure. It controls a lot of things. It's right here in your neck. If you have thyroid nodules, or if you have a big neck, um, or even if you go in there like you have hypothyroidism, then that means your thyroid is not functioning at an optimal level. And a way to fix that, I feel like, is through diet only, which I'm going to do another video about sea moss, which I started taking, and I really, really liked the sea moss. I mean, I liked it, but I'm not going to do that right now. But anyway, I feel like keto or low carb is a great diet for just about anybody. Even when you think about it, your kids should be low carb. You should not be feeding your kids cookies, chips, hot dogs, hamburgers, all that processed food. They should be eating like a good piece of salmon with Brussels sprouts, or some chicken, baked chicken, or even barbecue chicken that was baked with some broccoli, with some spinach, with a kale bake, like kale mixed with cauliflower or something like that. That would be more nutritious for your child than um, you cooking hot dog hamburgers with french fries and just throwing a piece of broccoli on the side, or macaroni and cheese and throwing a corn on the cob. Most corn is GMO anyway, and no one should be eating too much corn unless you're getting it from an organic store. So that's my gist on keto, as I feel like everyone should be eating a low carb or close to keto diet. I like Dr. Berg's video There's another lady, and if I get her name, I'll list it because I can't remember what her name is right now. But she also does great videos. But she's very slim West Indian lady, but she doesn't have an accent. But I can hear the accent because I live in New York and I've been around West Indian people most of my life. I can hear the faint accent. I don't know if it's Jamaican. It kind of sounds Jamaican to me, but she does great videos. She just recently did a video about Jillian Michaels um, fat shaming Lizzo, which I don't really know who Lizzo is, but I just know she's a big girl that went on to stage or somewhere with no clothes on or like her underwear or something. But I don't have any opinion about that, so don't think I'm saying I like it or don't like it. It's I don't even know who she is, and I really don't care. But I'm just saying that Dr. Berg and this lady does good videos. If I can get her name, I'll repeat it in another video. I just wanted to get this one out. But people, we have to try to recognize that everything the government tells us, that food pyramid, might not exactly be what we should be eating. Even the oils, like the canola oil, the vegetable oil, those are horrible oils to be consuming. Um, there's plenty of videos on YouTube about that. My husband was eating, cooking his own food. He's actually not from here, he's from Africa. He went to the doctor, he had high cholesterol. He had me going to the store for months buying like these vegetable oils, gallons. They were on sale in Western Beef here. And we were buying them. He was eating the vegetable oils. And I was not, hold on, he's calling, I'm going to call him back. I was not eating these vegetable oils. I was sticking to my coconut oil, sticking to my avocado oil. Um, but, anyway, to the point of what I'm making, everyone should try a low carb diet. The food pyramid is not where it's at. It's giving everyone diabetes. The diabetes rate has went up since this new pyramid has gone on, and we should really be an advocate of our own health. If you're getting a dark neck, if your kid is getting a dark neck, that is signs that you are having a metabolic syndrome, that you are close to diabetes, high blood pressure. This stuff can be reversed. So I'm not saying do keto if this is you, but try a lower carb diet. There's no nutritional benefit really from pasta and rice. If you're going to eat rice, eat organic brown rice that is gluten free. When you look at the ingredients, it will say long grain brown rice, nothing else. No gluten, no nothing. And gluten is what keeps the everything together, like I said, which is not digestible by humans. And yeah, that's basically about it. I just feel like I want to educate people, help people to be better for themselves as far as their health. Um, you have to be an advocate for your own health. You have to say, look, doc, thank you for the information. I mean, not, and maybe just keep your mouth closed like I do. Thank you. You should be eating more of this, more of that. Thank you, doc. And go home and eat whatever you want as long as it's healthy and not sugary, not starchy, not going to make you fat and obese. Because let's face it, when you're older, when you're like 80, you want to still, if you're still alive, you want to live a fulfilling life. And to be honest, there are no 300-pound, 90-year-old people living. This is an epidemic that people are getting bigger and bigger as they age. 50, you once were 200 pounds, now you're 300 pounds. You get to 60, oh, I was 300 pounds, now I'm 320 pounds. All right, so I'm not going to rant. But I work in the health field and I see a lot of old people, and I have never seen a 90-year-old 250 or 300-pound person. Never. And I see a lot of 80 something year olds. I see 90 something, and they're all like this skinny. It's very, very like this. Okay. And I asked them, what's your secret? Oh, I exercise. One lady's like, me and my husband, we go to the gym every day. Of course, we can't run on the treadmill, but we walk at least 5 times a week. Or one lady is like, oh, me and my husband, we eat very healthy. She was even telling me where to get cauliflower crust pizza from in New York City. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. But it's just um, a thought, like, I don't want to rant, but I'm just telling you that you have to be an advocate for your health. If you don't want to do keto, if you're like, I'm not a meat eater, try vegan keto, pescatarian keto, or any low carb diet that will cut out the gluten, cut out the insulin level, cut your sugar down, no cookies, no candy, all that crap that's not doing anything for you but spiking your insulin and making you okay. I guess that's all. All right, bye guys. Later.